We've talked about quite a few things with geology in Nagaland, and most of it is about potential,
Yeah.
our wealth,
Yeah.
our resources that we have. God given, blessed us with so many natural resources. But on the flip side, there's also, you talked a little bit about it. There's also the environmental concerns, the hazards
Yeah.
of so many things related to whether it be mining or oil exploration or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So just so that we are all even keeled and not getting too excited about just that we have all these resources,
Yeah.
I think it'd be good to talk about a few environmental concerns
Yeah.
and maybe use a few examples like since we've already talked about these, people can relate to them. Maybe the oil spills in Champang,
Yeah.
and like you said, the haphazard way mining is being done, coal mining in that area, and also something closer to my place, my village, literally stone quarrying in Jotsama.
Okay.
So if you can just touch on it, these things a little bit.
Yeah, because having a resource doesn't automatically mean that we're rich and we're gonna get everything from it instantly. No, getting it is one, exploring it and estimating is one, extracting is another aspect, a whole new different ball game, and mining it responsibly is something very important. Okay, you have to do it at the least environmentally destructive method that you can think of. So oil spills, we all know what happens when the oil seeps out into the oceans and on land. Like nothing, we can do nothing about it, and it's an almost impossible task to clean it. And I think in that Champang area, that ONGC Champang area, the oil spills are so bad that they can't even farm the land. They can't even do a forest fire for June cultivation. Literally can't do anything about that. Nah? So we have to be responsible for extracting it. And then for coal mines, what happens is when we have a coal horizon, we're talking about carbon, right? So coal beds are always associated with methane, and then methane, once it's released into the atmosphere, it's a greenhouse gas. It's gonna pollute the atmosphere, and also it pollutes the water, high sulfur content. If you look at the coal mining areas in Meghalaya, the water pollution levels there, you will see no fishes there, nothing living in those. And the similar situation here in Nagaland as well, the Tiru
area,
Tiru coal mine area and all. So it has to be done responsibly. And when we talk about stone quarrying, those stones, the dimension stones, are also a resource. We need it. We need it to build all these infrastructures that we're building. But we have to be responsible even with that resource, because Jotsama village, just below that, they're quarrying it at such a huge rate that it's going to destabilize the village very soon. So I do hope the village elders and the people concerned are taking care of that, because slope stability is
anyway I think we're all witness to all the landslides that continuously happen along the highway in Kohima, and so something that's very close to home, which is Jotsama, my village, and the sort of because a big chunk of the economy of our villages is driven by stone quarrying. A lot of people make their bread and butter through that. So it's not to say that we shouldn't do that, but
there has to be a limit.
And the way it's done, regulating it. I think two Nagas, I forgot who published two Nagas. They published this sort of the effects of stone quarrying, particularly in Jotsama and Zubza area and all. So the pace has slowed down a little bit compared to earlier, but I think just someone with a little common sense could see that the trend it was leading to was I mean, the way it was leading into the rapid pace of stone quarrying was
definitely
not a good sign. The way it was,
no, it's not a good sign. And actually, like you said, we can't say that it can't be done.
Exactly, of course,
depending on that, but there has to be some sort of a plan. And it has to be surveyed. You don't have to be a professional to survey the land as well. You'll know which mountain range is there, and where the villager's boundary is, and if we keep extracting from the bottom, it's going to fall down.
Right.
So
it's common sense.
Yeah. So we can explore for other quarries as well.
Yeah. Can I just ask you one thing? Like, just a very broad sort of like suggestion or question. When it comes to regulation, say like environmental or things like that regarding mining or stone quarrying or whatever it may be, oil exploration, who are the concerned departments that should be setting like sort of regulatory, like rules and regulations, or the way it should be done, or being overseen, like to maintain? Who are the concerned departments? The department, geology and mining, or who?
We have the Nagaland Pollution Control Board.
That's one.
That's one. Okay, and then I think we also have a department for new and renewable resources.
Okay,
that's another one. And I don't know if we have it here in the state for like we have the IPCC and all, International Panel for Climate Change and all. What these agencies ask for is like an environmental impact assessment. We call it the EIA. So what they ask is like what activities you're going to do, how it's going to impact, and if it's going to impact, how are you going to contain it, how are you going to mitigate it, how are you going to handle the whole situation, how can you like prevent environmental damage, basically. So I'm not aware of like any agency here in
I don't think
so.
Even I'm not aware of.
Maybe there should be one.
There should be, because the whole like, we're not trying to take away anyone's right to, or to earn money through these activities, but there should be a give and take, in the sense there should be a regulatory board. There has to be. You have to be accountable for your actions also. For it, because once the resource is extracted, what are you going to do about the land? Like, how are you going to make use of it again? Because once the resource is gone, the land is still going to be there. The area is still there. So we have to think ahead. I mean, I think that is definitely required. However, whatever agency has to be set up or whatever, but keeping in mind, because if you look at the trend, whether it's the ONGC spill that was just left like that, or the haphazard coal mining, or even some of the other ones that we don't know about, Nagaland going down this path is going to be very dangerous for us, like environmentally also, right?